Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here with me for the Love of My Life music video breakdown. It's just gonna be me today, and I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what I was hoping to do for this video. I've got a new setup, so I'm excited. New iPhone, and I'm watching the video over there on my monitor. So I'm gonna get it started. I initially had a completely different treatment for this video that was really sci-fi, dystopian, topics of empathy and, you know, someone's plot to take over the world and rid everyone of their empathy and how we overcame this. And then it just was, it was a lot. It was a big production and I didn't really have it in me to do for various reasons. We pulled the plug on that and then I rewrote it. I wanted it to be a little bit more grounded and down to earth, but it's hard. You know, this song has many levels. It talks about the sort of partnership, you know, one-on-one love that I've always longed for and, you know, had glimpses of here and there, but haven't really sealed the deal, shall we say. Anyway, so it talks about that, but it also is on a more global scale of my hope and my imploring that we can learn to see the aliveness, the humanity in the case of human beings, or the value, and have compassion for all beings on earth. And that as we look into a mirror, my hope is that we can see reflected back to us the essence and the connectedness of all beings, that it's not just us we see in the reflection, but it is all living creatures. And so that really is expressed in lyrics like "You see yourself deep in my eyes," "Flying so fast we collide" is about how we can become one and do the opposite of dividing, do union, both in the sexy sense and also the metaphysical sense, shall we say. And then showing all of those things in the video was gonna be hard, and so sometimes you have to pick and choose what images you want to bring. And I was so excited to stumble upon Derion, Loman, and Madison and Olandt on Instagram, and I eagerly texted them and asked them if they would be interested, and they were just the most gracious, while also being incredibly talented and humble and serving the art and the work and there to communicate, you know, the director's or artist's vision and to serve that vision. And it was, but they did so in the most just gracious and talented way. Yeah. So I had been playing with all of these, a bunch of different movements that came from yoga that I practiced, or came from just my own kind of feeling or images I had taken, different things like this. And I had given them a ton of material, and we started to work the choreography together. And it didn't take very long because they're consummate professionals, and we, you know, they took everything that I gave them and created something incredible. And they danced this partnership and they danced this supreme love more beautifully than I could have possibly anticipated or asked for. And I think everyone in the room was left speechless, honestly. Like when they first did a run through, everyone was like, oh my God, this is incredible. And so, yeah, we developed the choreography together. They, you know, we were able to bounce ideas and fine tune together, and that was a beautiful process. And then the other piece, and sometimes, you know, music videos have to be so fast paced, and you end up having to pick and choose different scenes, and how are you going to edit them together and all of that. And then I wanted to show, you know, the sort of feeling of, oh my God, how is it to go on a million dates, and some of them are good and some of them bad and some of them are weird, and all of the dates in the video are based on a true story. I had recently had an experience where someone was making a joke or making a pass or something and grabbed my arm so aggressively that I was left hurting the next day. And, you know, I think anyone who's dated serially or gone on a lot of dates has stories, and this was just my version of the storytelling. And it was also doable, you know, because we had one location and it was kind of like, I'm there and these dates are coming in and out, and some of them are going well, some of them are going badly, and the awkwardness of that. And yeah, I wanted to show, you know, the ups and downs and the relating to people who you've just met, and we all really know what that experience is like. So just like this ideal and then the real, right? The ideal is the dancers, and they're dancing this incredible sense of intimacy that they bring and sensuality, and the real, which is weird at times, and then something magical happens. And I also wanted to tell the story of the dating with these little intimate objects that get passed between, the little exchanges that happen on dates with people, and the small, you know, from the guy paying, or how he pays, or what his expectations are after paying, to the little, you know, presents of a chocolate cake that I made yesterday that I brought to a date, which I've done, or, you know, the recommendations that you exchange between each other. Oh, I'm reading this book. It's kind of a weird book to be recommending, but here, you should read it. And then eventually later, once you develop more intimacy with someone, oh, you exchange keys and you exchange caresses and kisses. And I kind of liked the reductiveness of the small things we exchange on dates. So yeah, and then in terms of being on set for this, man, I think I set out to make a bit more of a simple video, but I overcomplicate everything, so there wasn't all that much simple about it. But I ended up feeling like I wanted to direct it, but doing all of that when you have such little time is challenging for sure. But I had a great time. I think I was just looking at the BTS photos and I looked so happy, and I looked like we were doing what we set out to do. And it, you know, anyone doing this for the first time, it's a great time. Just make sure you are prepared. You have everything super rehearsed, so it's second nature. You're not like wondering about lyrics when it's time to do the, you know, the playback, the on-camera voiceover. Just having a great team. Amanda, all about the art, getting it done. No ego, collaboration, no wrong answers. You know, no one's opinion is better or worse than anyone else's. Serving the song, serving the vision, and, you know, that's the kind of people you want on set with you. And it's a huge amount of work to prep for something like that, and you need to know exactly what's happening at every moment of the day. And then how do you call action and cut when you're in the shot? I highly recommend taking a beat before you call cut, because you don't want to step on the toes of the take that you just made. So just end the take and then call cut, because then I edited it and then I ruined some takes by calling cut too soon. So, you know, you live, you learn. Yeah, then we did this, you know, playback scene on the street, and I wanted to bring all the props from the dates out of context of those dates, and I really enjoyed that. What didn't make the cut was the baking mixer for baking the cake. That got cut. It's in the bloopers, but it didn't read very well on camera. What else? I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, and always make sure you have good food. For me, it's Thai. Like, Thai food just makes any set palatable, you know? As long as it's palatable Thai. And tell your Thai restaurant not to put MSG in the food, because 90% of Thai restaurants put MSG in the food, which is not so great on your stomach. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. It's been great. Thanks for hearing about the Love of My Life music video, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!